This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, in this video I wanted to show you some of the kind of basics of using this little clever device. So if you turn it on, once you get beyond the kind of bank 82 will be your first bank of your actual presets. Now, a thing to tell you just before is that there's a thing called a favorites bank, and if you press these two together it takes you to your favorites bank. This is going to be important because I can show you some other aspect soon. Right, so what I wanted to do is just start off with our normal kind of blank preset. So if we go to 85 here, so this is preset number 85 in the Meris for now. So what you get by default, if you press this button, you turn off all delay. You turn it on again, this is then this preset on. And the default preset, you'll see there's two things that you can see here: type of delay and structure. So first of all, I wanted to show you the types of delay. So we've got like quick parameters down here, and you can set these in the save menu, but at the moment you see there the type and structure. So delay type we can edit on here, or we can go press this button and you can see that as we go around this circle you've got the structure, the mod, crossfeed, feedback, right division, left division, time, and then back again to type. So type, we can either have a digital kind of playhead, so that's like clean, or there's a BBD, which is obviously going to be a bit darker and starts to degrade. And then the last is magnetic, which obviously is more tape. Okay, and that sounds like it's got some modulation on it. So if we go into the mod, that's off now. If we turn up the mod, so these are what's called tactile. So that like mod is kind of generic. Crossfeed will then chuck things left and right, I think, if we had different times left and right. So you can have the right division on and then left division. You could set that differently. And then the crossfeed then, where are you, affects how much those bleed into one another. You get some really cool like things from that. Okay, right, then the other thing that we've got, which is I think probably even more influential than the type, is the structure. So you've got standard here, so that's your basic kind of normal kind of left right setup. Then you've got multi-tap, so this. You'll see the parameters include, so you've got 8 taps then, where you can control the level, the tap, the pan individually. So, you know, that's obviously, you know, a multi-tap delay, right? And I think that one is based on one of their other pedals. Then you've got mod and crossfeed for that as well. So if we turn the crossfeed up, you should get the most kind of diffused. And don't forget, for all of these, you can again then change the type. So I could have that as digital. I could have that as BBD. Or I could have that as tape. Pretty clever stuff. Right, let's go this way again then. So the next structure is the multi-filter, which you'd imagine is then going to also introduce a filter on each of the taps. And you've got a Q filter added to each of those, and that is so another 8 tap but with a filter on. Okay, then we've got the poly, which I think is my favorite. So this is based on, of course, the Meris Polymoon. And the parameters for this, normal left right division. We've also got feedback, crossfeed, mod, dimension, and this thing can help smear it. So that's a really, really, really pretty thing. So multiply as well, you can turn up the number of taps. So 6. It's just a really beautiful algorithm, I think. So turn the dimension down, you get rid of some of that smearing. Okay, then what else have we got? Other structures. Let's go back this way. We've got the reverse, which is obviously going to be a reverse. And we've got series, which is then going to be putting 2, so it's like 2 delays in series then, so you get more, sort of like a dual delay type thing. And that covers all of the types. So if you find one that you like, so for me, the poly I really like, set your thing. So the important thing for poly, this dimension, I think is one of the most important controls. So then what we could do, so you see we've got normal feedback modifier and all this stuff. If I wanted to save this to be accessible here, you press save in, and then if you turn this page, you can actually turn it into a favorite. So this would appear on favorite slot 1. Then other things you can do, change the name, of course. But here, you look, if you select these parts here, I could make it so that I can access any of the parameters. So what I'm going to do is make it so the dimension is accessible here. And then over on this side, what else could we do? Let's do that multiply thing. So then choose a name, I guess, and change it to flank, why not, and then hold save. So now I could be anywhere else. For instance, I could be in the middle of a set playing with tape loss. Hold these two, and it would take me to my favourites, and my favourite here is flank. Then so same kind of idea, we're in favourites here now, aren't we? So if I go here and go up like that, and then we can come out of that favourites thing. If I do the same kind of thing, set up different type of delay, so this one I want to be something that I could control with the tap, something simple. If I just press save, and then what I want is the type on this side. I want to be able to control the, and on this side, basically if I put these left and right, then I can on the fly set up different kind of things that are and have like a dotted kind of thing there. So that would be a way to do that. If I press save then, and you could put that into your favourites bank if you want to or not, then save. So we're going from poly here to another poly. It seems to interrupt that trail, and I think I would have trails on. We go into the preset, globals are here, and I believe our trails are on. The delay trail should be on, but I don't think it's always necessarily preserving. It did that time. And this is useful. You've got a tuner here if you need it. Of course you need a tuner, but you get what I mean. And of course you've got these easily accessible things that make it feel kind of like a normal delay pedal if you need it to, like the modern feedback. It's really cracking, isn't it? Anyway, so that's the basics of how to do bits and pieces. Obviously, if you hold in the looper here, you get to your looper. But that's how you can do like basic delay kind of things without getting too complicated with it. I'll do a more advanced thing the more I get on with the unit, but those are kind of the things that I think some folks might have wanted to see, like the types of things that you can do with it, as well as sort of how to saving and all that stuff. So again, if you want to change the parameters that appear on the page, you go into your save menu and then just pick the parameters that you want. So feel free to like and subscribe. If you've got questions about how to do specific tasks with the LVX, leave a comment and I'll try and address those in a video at some point, I think. Catch you in another video soon, and cheers for now.